Welcome back to another episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It, the show we're playing, maybe a bit of a different roguelike this time. We're playing
Yes.
Cult of the Lamb. I am your host, Boston. Joining me as always, I'm your host, Boston, playing this on the PlayStation 5. Joining me as always is Moonpeer.
Howdy, playing this on the Xbox Series X. When did we start doing that for Roguelike? I don't think we did, but who cares? It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
matter.
know. Well, it's
It's good to know.
yeah, it's good to know. It's a little bit of information here on, there might be differences between versions, or it might be historically interesting. Who knows? But we've been playing Cult of the Lamb actually for the last couple of weeks because of scheduling and sickness and science and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
I have progressed to the point where I have beaten the first boss, so not super deep into the game, and I'm like halfway through getting to the second boss. So I've played a pretty good amount. Where
You're
are you
much
at?
further ahead than I am.
Oh, okay,
I am at the point where I have just got my third ticket on that boss door.
sure, okay.
So I'm pretty sure I probably have to do one more run at least, and then that door will open, and then I will get to actually face the boss, is my guess.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you have to do 4 runs, and then the next run, your 5th run, is when you can fight the boss. Which is kind of an interesting way of doing it, because I kind of like the idea that you can't fight the boss on your first run. Like, you have to go in there and grab resources and grab worshippers. Yeah, followers. That's the right word. Grab followers and stuff like that, and it's kind of interesting because I think if I have one criticism for this game, it's like the lightest criticism you can make. It's pretty
Uh-huh.
easy on normal. I have not yet died, and I haven't really gotten to the point where that was gonna be a concern, um, which I'm appreciating. The combat feels pretty good, and having it be easy means I can just kind of hack and slash through a whole bunch of spiders and bad guys and cloaked daggery dudes. You find a lot of stuff in that dungeon. Are you having the same kind of difficulty experience that I'm running into?
Generally, yes. Like
Yeah.
it hasn't been quote unquote difficult, which is fine
Yeah.
considering
I
we
mean, we are
just
playing
knocked out
on normal.
6 weeks. Yes, we are playing on normal. We are playing on. Oh, I don't know what I'm playing on story difficulty. I'm kidding.
That's
I'm
right. That's
kidding.
right.
It's normal. Go away.
You know.
Don't even start. But yeah, like I'm playing it on normal. It's been I think I died once, and that
Mm.
was because I was an idiot and it was like, screw it. I'm just gonna take this card that makes me lose health to try and get a benefit later down the line. It didn't work out. Whatever. Just went in and did it again.
Mm.
I did get the your followers fear you might be weak chat though.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So I promptly then sacrificed one of them to the elder gods.
That's right. I'll show you weak. Fetch my dagger.
I'm sorry, your traits are 3 negatives? Guess what?
Sorry, man. you just you're just not performing. I'm gonna put you on a pip, which means I
Mhm.
sacrifice you.
Yes.
Speaking of the sacrificing, the kind of Animal Crossing system of running your cult, running your little camp is very interesting, and I think it's really interesting because I think when you look at something like Animal Crossing, which this is very much inspired by Animal Crossing, um, putting gameplay systems around the Animal Crossing core makes the whole thing feel way better.
Oh, 100%. Like, you're
Yeah,
not just talking to people to make them like you, to teach them how to swear,
right,
and then put
right,
questionable items in their households. Like, there is a reason to do so. It's because you get more
yeah,
faith, which lets you get more unlocks, which lets you get more divine intervention, which so on and so forth. It's a
yeah,
cannonball effect, which is the best kind of roguelike.
And it's interesting because I like Animal Crossing a lot for the opposite reasons why I like Cult of the Lamb. Like Animal Crossing is great because I'm just gonna chill and there's no real time limit and it's I feel like fishing today, all right. Um,
Hmm.
but I really like in this one, especially the first couple of upgrades you get feel really great. Where it's like, oh, now I can, now they're not gonna sleep on the ground, they're gonna sleep in um, little
Little sleeping bags. There, I got them.
yeah, little sleeping bags, and those can get upgraded into little tents, and those have huge implications on your followers' happiness. Um, but also, like, very quickly you find out that planting seeds and taking care of them sucks, and as soon as you realize that, oh, here's a farm, and you can assign someone to work on the farm, and in this area they'll do all of the farming stuff as long as you give them the seeds and the poop and everything. Like you can, they'll take care of it all. It's like, all right, yeah, now I can do a little bit of it myself and realize, boy, this sucks. I wish I could automate it. And then you automate it like
Yep.
almost immediately.
Yep. It's super helpful. The only thing I
Yeah,
haven't got automated yet is the poop cleanup, which I will.
yeah. As soon
Someone
as I
else is
can
going to
do
be going
that,
around
like,
picking up that poop.
yeah, I'm gonna give some a pooper scooper, and you're gonna go take care of that. My favorite thing is like when one of your followers is walking around and they find a poop. It's very much like my 5-year-old. They're more interested in like being grossed out by it and looking at it than actually doing anything about it.
Uh
They're
huh.
over there like green around the gills, being like, "Oh, it's poop," and it's like, yeah, just like pick it up, man, or like I don't know, pour some water
Mm-hmm.
on it or something, or
Yup.
ask me to do another quest where you have the one mini boss I killed eat another bowl of poop, and then everybody laughs. Yeah, that was it's a it's a pretty rough one, man. They had me do
What?
that 3 times, and they were very happy about it each and every time. We're like, I can't believe he did it again. He ate a whole bowl of poop. How did he not realize it was poop? And it's like, yeah, yeah, man. All right, this is
Okay.
this is going places. Sure.
I'm just going to smile and nod.
Yep. Yeah. I. So far, I'm enjoying this a whole lot. I think the combat feels really great. It has a fishing mini game, which is really good.
Oh, no.
Uh huh. You can only
I haven't
catch
got
like
there yet.
the nice thing is you can only catch like X number of fish every day. Um, this this game also, much like Death's Door, features a a fish guy who is insisting that he's definitely not a fish, which is something that I am always tickled by.
Okay.
Did
I was going to
did you?
say, who the hell are you talking about in that store? And then I remembered who you're talking about, and that is hilarious.
Yeah, the chef guy. Did you have you unlocked more locations to travel to on the big map?
Only the guy's house.
Okay. Did you go and play the dice-based game,
Knucklebones. Yes, yes, I did.
Knucklebones? Knucklebones is pretty good, man. I
It's
that's pretty
surprisingly
fun.
good considering how basic it is.
Yeah. I could play a lot of Knucklebones. I have not because I want to keep kind of plugging along in this game. But that's a pretty cool mini game.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think if there's anything combat wise. This game is fairly straightforward. You kind of get a weapon and a spell as soon as you get into the dungeon. Both of those seem to be randomly generated. Um,
Yep.
the axes don't feel great. I did get a
Screw you.
good
Screw you.
why.
Axes are the way to go.
Well, I got a really good axe run largely because I picked one up that was strong, and one of the tarot cards I think I picked up made my attack speed way faster, and I'm like, all right, now we're talking. We got the damage and the speed. All right, I can do this now.
Are you a stabby dagger kind of guy?
I actually don't like the dagger too much. It feels I like moving fast and rolling a lot. Um,
Uh-huh.
I feel like the middle weapon. I think it's just a sword, right?
Yes.
That one feels pretty good. I like the kind of balanced nature of that. Um, but thankfully, because this game is kind of easy, I don't have to worry too much about the weapon in
Needing
general.
to go for specifically what you need.
Yeah, and kind of counter to going under. I like that this is a game that doesn't have that deliberate combat. Like, if I'm halfway through a swing and I need to roll away, I can do that. Like, I'm not married to the action that I'm doing, which I greatly prefer as kind of a combat mechanic.
Yeah, cancel roll should cancel everything. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah,
Like dodge rolls should override every single thing. Dodge rolls are the reset button on your computer.
that's right.
Priority number one.
That's right. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I kind of like or don't like in here. Everything so far, I like the art style. I kind of like the
I was
like
gonna say I love the like really solid art style. It gives me
mhm,
heavy Isaac vibes, except a lot more refined.
yeah.
Um,
It has the same
and
kind of
then
like bloody cute style. Um,
yes, cute with macabre is how I have been
yeah,
referring it as, where it's just like,
yeah.
yeah, there's a cute little goat. I'm just gonna totally stab him in the chest.
That's right. I'm gonna sacrifice him to the old gods. I do like
Uh-huh.
the design of the god that you have kind of been connected to. I like
Hmm.
that kind of the chains, and I like the design of that world overall. Most of the other
Yeah.
gods have pretty cool designs too. It's a very cohesively designed game. Like everything feels like it fits together pretty well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it feels good.
Yeah.
Like it feels good to play. The combat is very basic so far. I will say that much.
Hmm.
Um, I do like the curses I just got. Like and experimenting with them. Like that's pretty solid. The I'm still clearing out my home base and figuring out how
Hmm.
all of the building stuff goes.
Yep.
Um,
Ditto.
I did build a body pit, which is
Oh no,
hilarious.
I don't think I've unlocked that yet. I think that's the next thing for
Oh,
me to
it's right at
unlock.
the beginning, dude. You probably just haven't used it because you haven't
I might
needed to
not
yet.
have. Yeah. Yeah, I've been focused mostly on clearing out my area and kind of building the. I've been saving a lot of my resources for building like the quarry and the lumber mill and stuff like that to generate
Mhm.
the stuff on. And I like that little red chest at the beginning of your camp too. Of just, hey, when you're gone doing your stuff, all the stuff that you collect is going into here, and as soon as you pass by it, it just scoops all of it up. Um,
Yeah,
I
it's like a
th-
vomit of stone wood.
yeah, and there's a lot of like, I feel like there's a lot of quality of life stuff that's baked in naturally to the game of just like, look, you shouldn't have to go check this chest every time you come back to your base. You should just walk into your base and it just slurps all that stuff up to you. Like you don't need to do one more thing to go make sure that you get all your resources. I think that's really smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cleverly done so far.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, it seems like a pretty solid game.
Yep. I
That
feel like I
is,
don't have any complaints so far.
yes, not so far.
Yeah.
We'll see if it gets grindy as hell. I didn't
That's kind of my
realize how
concern. Like
much
maybe
I
when you
needed,
get,
rest.
yeah, once you get to the halfway point, it's like, all right, each upgrade takes 4,000 stone now. It's like, that's an impossible number. The hell?
Uh-huh.
So hopefully that doesn't hit that point. All right.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Any final thoughts for week one of Cult of the Lamb?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's good. If you're listening to this show, you probably like roguelikes. You should probably check this out. It has been reviewing incredibly well, and it so far seems really great. So I'm
Uh-huh.
happy we're playing it.
Me too.
All right. Well, that's it for this week. I hope we'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.